A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold move that has sparked significant debate, National Guard troops have been deployed to the streets of Washington, D.C. as part of President Donald Trump's aggressive initiative to combat what he describes as rampant violent crime in the nation's capital. This operation commenced on Tuesday night, following the mobilization of approximately 850 federal agents and federalized Metropolitan Police who conducted a major law enforcement surge the previous night, resulting in 23 arrests across various offenses, including homicide and firearms violations. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed the arrests and emphasized that the administration is committed to relentlessly pursuing and apprehending violent criminals who threaten public safety. However, this declaration has ignited a firestorm of criticism from local leaders and citizens alike, who argue that the president's portrayal of crime in D.C. is exaggerated. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has vehemently opposed the federal takeover of the city's police force, labeling it an authoritarian push and asserting that crime rates in Washington have actually been declining. Bowser pointed out that the city recorded its lowest level of violent crime in 3 decades last year, and she encouraged community members to actively protect their local governance and autonomy. The deployment of the National Guard, a move that some see as a necessary measure to ensure safety, has been framed by others as a politically motivated tactic aimed at undermining the local government and distracting from other pressing national issues. As the National Guard began their first night of operations, troops were observed patrolling key areas, including the Washington Monument, in a show of presence meant to reassure residents. However, many locals expressed concern over the militarization of their streets and questioned the necessity of such a force given the current crime statistics. The president's rhetoric surrounding the deployment has been equally contentious, as he has described the city as being overrun by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, rhetoric that stands in stark contrast to the data presented by local law enforcement agencies. Critics have pointed out that the administration's narrative appears to be a strategic move to bolster support for tougher crime policies, despite evidence that suggests a significant drop in crime rates. The situation has also reignited discussions around D.C. statehood, with Bowser advocating for the District of Columbia to become the 51st state as a means of safeguarding its autonomy and local governance. As the National Guard continues its operations, the community remains divided over the implications of this crackdown on crime and the broader ramifications for the relationship between local and federal authorities. In the coming weeks, all eyes will be on Washington as the administration implements its strategies and the local government responds to the ongoing situation. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.